everyone, welcome to the Mygate invoicing part 2. In the previous video, we went through the process of template creation. Now, the next step is amount configuration. Let's start. Once you have created the invoice template as per your requirement, click on the update amount and select the fill amount option. The next step is amount configuration. The first part of the process is adding the invoice period, which refers to the duration for which the invoice is being generated. Then select the invoice date and due date. This is set to the current date by default but can be edited as required. If penalty is applicable, select the next fine processing date. This is the date from which the penalty will start getting added to all the unpaid invoices. Now let's move on to the input amount section. Here you will see the list of all the line items you have added while creating the template. You can either use the bulk upload option to update the amount for all the invoice items together, or individually upload the amount by selecting the upload option against each line item. To input the amount manually, select the enter manually option. You can either input the amount one at a time or use the quick fill option to upload the amount for all flats. Once you select the quick fill option, the next step is to select the input method. First is the same amount for all, where you can keep the same amount for all the flats. Next is the amount based on resident type, where we can input different amount for users. Lastly, we have amount based on house type, where you can input the amount based on the BHK type of a flat. Let us use the same amount for all and enter the amount as 5,000. To add description to the invoice, add the required text in the additional description section. You can also select the quick fill option, choose the required setting, enter the description and click on save to bulk add the description for all the flats. Once you have added the details in this page, click on the save option. You can similarly add amount for all line items. Once you are done, you can verify the total invoice amount with the count of houses. Click on the next option to proceed with invoice generation. In this screen, you can preview the actual invoice and verify if the details are correct. We also have an option to search specific flat numbers in this screen. Once the details are verified, click on the next option. Now, you will be redirected to the invoice generation summary screen. You can do a final verification here to ensure the details are added correctly and also configure invoice notification setting. With the new invoicing flow, we have added measures to ensure the invoice goes through multiple checks before generation to avoid the scope of any manual error. You can see two options on your screen, Publish Now and Publish Later. If you select the Publish Now option, the invoice will be generated and sent immediately to residents. With the Publish Later option, you can do a final check of the invoice before sending it to the residents. If you select this option, the invoice will be generated and visible in the invoice history section. However, it will not be sent to any resident until the admin manually publishes the invoice. For verification, you can click on the batch ID in the invoice history screen. Verify any invoice to check and ensure the details are correct. You can also download this in Excel and cross-check the amount as required. Once verified, please click on the Publish button to send it to the residents. With this, the invoice generation process is successful. Thank you.